Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson with an update from Denver 7.
Time is running out for lawmakers at the state capitol to wrap up work on a number of bills still awaiting votes.
Today is the last day of the legislative session. Here's a look at just some of what's left on the agenda. A bill to change the way sex education is taught in our schools, making it more inclusive to the LGBTQ community.
There's another bill still up for debate on youth suicide prevention. And a third bill taxes sports betting wagers statewide. You can look at every bill that has passed and not passed on thedenverchannel.com.
Inglewood police need your help finding a missing teen with autism not seen since Monday. 17-year-old Trinity Polly has not been seen since Monday when she left a friend's house in Inglewood. Police are worried because she doesn't have her medication. If you know anything, call police.
The fate of the administration and principal at Arapahoe High School is now in the hands of the Littleton School Board. The board heard from parents, teachers, and students at a special meeting last night. A number of students came out in support of the administration with videos and petitions expressing why they love their school. But a group calling itself the Arapahoe Community Coalition wants a change in leadership. It cites concerns about student suicides and teachers arrested for sexual assault. The board will discuss what, if any, action will be taken at the next board meeting on May 9th.
For months now, Contact 7 Investigates has uncovered disturbing accusations of insurance fraud and poor care provided by staff at Clearview Behavioral Health in Johnstown. State and federal agencies have responded to our reporting by launching their own independent investigations. Tonight, Contact 7 Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski uncovers the most serious accusation yet. County officials and former administrators at Clearview Health raised serious questions about the questionable death of a 38-year-old father.
I cried a lot. I was super upset, and I wasn't there during it, but I still knew it was wrong.
You watched this man die. Do you wonder if it could have been prevented?
Every day.
Would it be accurate for me to report that Clearview attempted to cover up the details of this death?
Yes.
Tonight, Tony has more tough questions as Contact 7 Investigates unravels what went wrong before and after this father's death.
Today, 4 Colorado law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty are being honored at the Colorado Law Enforcement Memorial in Golden. The ceremony honors 3 of the officers who were killed last year and 1 who lost his life back in 2013. They include Deputy Heath Gum, who was shot and killed responding to an assault call in Thornton, Matthew Moreno, a Los Animas County deputy who was hit head-on by a suspected drunk driver, Micah Flick, an El Paso County deputy killed in a shootout with an auto theft suspect, and Littleton officer Kevin Denner. He was hit and killed on his way to court back in 2013 by an impaired driver.
Tonight, the Denver Nuggets look to take control of their series with the Trailblazers in Portland.
The teams split the first 2 games of the series at the Pepsi Center. Tip-off is at 8:30 for tonight's game.
And Colorado's other playoff team, the Avalanche, ended up its second-round series last night at the Pepsi Center. The series shifts back to San Jose tomorrow for Game 5.
There may be no bigger Avalanche fan in the state than this man. He has more than 50 game-worn Avalanche jerseys in his collection, including at least one of each version the team has worn since coming into the league back in 1995.
But what makes this collection even more important is where many of these have come from. Online auctions run by the team with 100% of proceeds going to sports charities.
Should be a beautiful weekend. Here's your forecast with Lisa.
It's going to be gorgeous. Such a nice turnaround. We started this week off with cold and snow, and now we're finally ending it with some sunshine. And it's going to be all-day sunshine. Yesterday, we had quite a bit of cloud cover develop in the afternoon. Today, you're going to see a mostly sunny sky and a nice warm-up early on. By noon, we'll be at 60 degrees already at that point, and then closer to 70 for a high, upper 60s to near 70 between about 4 and 5 o'clock. So that puts us a lot closer to that average with just a few clouds developing this afternoon. Here's a look at your super 7-day forecast. And today, again, beautiful, sunny. We're warming up nicely, which means for tonight's Rockies game, first pitch is at 6:40. We'll be at about 65, 67 by that point, and then some 50s by the end of the game. So you'll need sunscreen early on, and then you might want on a sweatshirt as that sun sets. It's going to get a little bit cooler. Tomorrow we're at 72, mostly sunny and beautiful. It's going to be one of the warmest days that we've seen in about a week. If your kids have any games this weekend, it's going to be a lot drier, warmer on the field. Temperatures near 70 in the afternoon. If they have an early morning game, we'll likely be in the 50s. So again, sunscreen and water on Saturday. Lots of Cinco de Mayo celebrations too, so beautiful through Sunday. Now, by Monday, it's warm. We're in the upper 70s, but the winds are going to kick up ahead of this next storm. You guys, we've got another round of potential snow for us here in Denver. Rain turning potentially over to snow early Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on this, but for the time being, let's focus on this.
4-day forecast.
Yeah, I like that better. In our Colorado, everywhere you turn, there seems to be a new development popping up. You probably drive by something every day and think to yourself, what's that?
Well, instead of asking yourself that, just ask us. Denver 7's Micah Smith is working her way around the metro to answer the questions you've emailed us.
So maybe you've noticed a new development pretty close to the airport. So what is that? Micah is getting the answers.
There are so many different developments popping up in our Colorado, and this week we're checking out a piece of land that's pretty close to the airport. We received an email from our viewer Kim asking what all of this is. Kim said, "What is the structure going up on East 56th Avenue between Pena Boulevard and Tower Road?" Well, Kim, for the most part, the actual structures going up in the area are multifamily housing. Now, this particular piece of land we're standing on is 3.8 acres and will be a multi-tenant retail development. Developers began preparing this land in 2018, and the airport will actually issue a request for offers in the fourth quarter of this year. But this is actually a part of a huge project by Denver International Airport's real estate portfolio called Denver's Global Gateway. This project covers 16,000 acres and will be the largest commercial land project connected to an airport in the United States. The plan is for this development and the entire area to have direct access to DIA and provide a place to live, as well as restaurants, hospitality, and entertainment. Every week we'll be answering one of your "What's That?" questions. So if you see something interesting on your way to work, go ahead and email us at ourco@thedenverchannel.com and put "What's That?" in the subject line. For now, reporting in Aurora, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Those of us who would love to catch a Broadway show without paying the Broadway price will get our chance next week.
That's right. The Broadway musical Wicked comes to Denver next week, and the Denver Center for the Performing Arts is offering $25 tickets through a lottery.
So this is going to take a little bit of effort, but you'll need to go to the Buell Theater 2.5 hours before every show and put your name into a drawing. The center will draw names 2 hours before showtime. Wicked runs May 8th through June 9th.
Cinco de Mayo celebrations begin tonight in Denver. Denver police say residents and people traveling on Federal Boulevard should expect heavy traffic tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday due to the annual cruises.
Police will be stationed along the route, and once it gets congested, officers will block side streets, only allowing residents in or out. If traffic on Federal comes to a complete stop, police will restrict the number of crossings to 5 major intersections.
Denver police said they will be enforcing noise ordinances as well, ticketing people for excessive noise from stereos and excessive horn honking.
This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us.
Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.